Hi friends, I hope you are all doing well. So today's video is going to be a very important topic, especially for the divine feminine, and the energy and intention of making this video is purely compassion. Compassion for the spiritual twin flame, the divine feminines, because I'm not aware how many people are true twin flames that are watching my channel. Some must have met their true twin flame but with a soulmate, okay, because it is not their soul's destiny to reunite with their twin in this lifetime. Some might be in the twin flame journey, okay, but a different type of twin flame journey where the soul is on this planet for many lifetimes. Some might be ascended twin flames, and the purpose of ascended twin flames is like to take on a certain amount of karma, clear it, and then ascend back into 5D. They come in with a special type of a soul contract where they are not allowed to stay stuck in this matrix by any means. So, like the higher self of the twin flames will do whatever it takes to essentially clear up the karma so that the soul doesn't get entangled in the matrix. So these are the starseed twin flames, these are the ascended twin flames. They cannot get stuck in this system because they come in with that type of destiny plan. They come in, they clear up the grids of the planet earth, they do the work, the mission work they're supposed to do, and they ascend. There is no way at all in which they can get stuck in the matrix. So that means moksha is guaranteed in that lifetime, and so physical union is also guaranteed. But so I've just explained to you the types of twin flames, whatever types of twin flames are there, and you are watching my video. I'm not aware who you are, but what I want to share with you is this message out of compassion, because I know the journey of the divine feminine can be really tough. Okay, it's been 6 years that I have been initiated into the twin flame journey, and at the beginning, when I met my twin, I was completely shocked because I realized that he looks just like me. And further on in my twin flame journey, whenever I would ask my twin to send me a selfie, he would either not send a selfie, or if he sends the selfie, he would wear a mask. That's because he also realized that I am his twin flame. He was aware of it, but his karmic pull was towards the karmic soulmates and other karmics in his life, okay, because until and unless the karma gets cleared, the pull remains towards the karmics, you understand, okay. So he really can't desire his twin flame. He can recognize his twin flame, but he cannot desire her, because his desire is controlled by the karmic ancestral software that is inside his system of the ancestral karma that he has taken on, which is why it is crucial that the divine feminine gives his soul liberation, because he cannot get rid of that karma on his own. The divine feminine is his hero who has to rescue him. So in the physical world, he protects the divine feminine, but in the spiritual world, she protects him from the ancestral karma and the collective karma by freeing him, by freeing his soul from compulsive karmic behavior. Okay, so in my situation, my twin knew that I was his true twin flame, but he was not able to feel the attraction and pull towards me. He was able to feel these things, but his karmic obligations were towards the soulmate, okay, towards the karmic soulmate. So what I'm trying to actually say in this video is that today I want to give you the the secret that why divine masculine, his awakening, his ascension happens faster than the divine feminine. So what I'm trying to say is, in the twin flame journey, the divine feminine's mukti process or liberation process is governed by the planet Saturn, which means it's a slow and more difficult ascension process, okay, of the divine feminine. But the divine masculine's ascension process is governed by the planet Jupiter, so it happens very fast, okay, because Jupiter signifies the element fire, which shows speed, and Saturn signifies the element air, which actually controls the analysis and study process. Air element controls the mind, right? So the reason the divine feminine's ascension process is slow is because she is the one who is studying the matrix and documenting the dysfunctional systems and understanding how the jinns and the archons run a parallel system that mind controls humans, okay, via their fragmented aspects, and how the jinns create more trauma and more soul fragmentation. I'm talking about jinns. They are the ones who can do the magic and all, but usually they are the ones who do the black magic, okay. And as long as you have karma, you're susceptible to them, okay. So these systems that run parallel to the physical reality that we perceive, okay, so the divine feminine study all these prison systems of the matrix, and that is why their ascension process is governed by Saturn, who controls the air element and involves study and analysis, and it's like an academic process, academia, the academics is all controlled by Sun and Saturn, okay. So that's the kind of process, because in my process as a divine feminine, I've been documenting all these things, I've been making video vlogs, I've been writing notes. It's been a total schooling process, like for me, understanding how the demonic system works, okay, and how the demons keep the human souls trapped in the karmic cycle, in the reincarnation cycle, via the process of soul fragmentation and forgetfulness of their true soul identity. And when the twin flame comes in your life, what happens is you go on a journey of remembering your true self identity and healing the soul fragmentation, and basically fucking up the demonic system that they have laid out to trap human souls, okay. So my point is, the divine feminine's ascension process is governed by the planet Saturn, which means it's a slow process, whereas the divine masculine's ascension process is governed by the planet Jupiter, which is a fast process, okay. Now let me explain to you the logic or the mechanics or the metaphysics behind which why, oh why, oh why why the divine masculine's process is faster, and why you should believe me, and even if you believe it or not, because you have to make life decisions based on these things, no, right? And those decisions have to be right, no, so that you are not humiliated for being a female and making wrong decisions, right? Your decisions have to be right so that your family members don't humiliate you for making the wrong decisions and saying that just because you're a woman you're making wrong decisions. So what I have to do is, I have to explain to you the why, the how of the ascension, because I'm more than a selfish person, yeah, and I am a little bit more compassionate, and because I am a little bit more compassionate towards the divine feminines, okay. In exchange, I expect you to do some donation for my channel, because it's not good just to take the energy, okay. You also have to give it back. This is how the new earth communities work. People do what they are great at, and it's kind of like a barter system, okay, and the other person gives back the way they can give back, okay. So remember this, divine feminines, feel free to donate to my channel. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you right now why the divine masculine's ascension process happens fast. Okay, so his ascension process happens fast for two reasons. Number one, he has to awaken fast so that he can do his function of protecting the divine feminine. Okay, his main two functions are protecting and providing. Okay, so yeah, the divine feminine has her own security system after a certain amount of time, and she can provide for herself after a certain amount of time when the ascension process is done. But still, as a divine masculine, his job is to protect and provide for the divine masculine, divine feminine, his divine feminine. So that is the reason why he has to awaken faster. Okay, second reason why he awakens faster, and rather how he awakens faster, the mechanics of the process is that you have to look at the astral realm where the soul originally separated, which is the heart chakra. Usually for most twin flames, where the soul separates is the astral realm, is the heart chakra. Okay, and here in the heart chakra, the soul is split. Okay, so the divine feminine's role, so the divine feminine's role is to create the energetic union of the soul, is to reunite the soul on the energy level. Okay, so who does the reunion of the soul? Basically, the divine feminine has to go through a slow ascension process, get the liberation, and put the two split parts of the soul back together, and she does that. And after she does that, now what is happening is on the astral level, the Shiva and Shakti have reunited. The soul is in the Ardhanarishwar form now on the astral level. So that means 70 to 80% of the work has been done by the divine feminine. Now how much is left? 25%, 20%. Okay, so the remaining 25% or 20% work, whatever is left, that happens very fast. Okay, so once the energetic reconciliation happens, the major work the divine feminine does, okay, which is why she is mostly isolated during this process. Okay, and she is doing the work with her entire time and energy, like she's not doing anything else. She might just give a very little time to making money, and friends too she doesn't have, only like very few friends. She doesn't invest her time in anything except the liberation process, because that is her identity. She's the liberator of her divine masculine and of the matrix. So she creates the energetic reconciliation, the energetic reunion. Now imagine in the astral realm, in the 5D realm, in the fourth dimension, the astral, higher astral, this Ardhanarishwar form, Shiva, Shakti united as one. Now that is done, right? So once the union happens, what happens in the divine masculine? He doesn't have to do anything much because he is Kundalini awakens. Okay, and since the soul is already in a state of union, okay, the soul is not in a state of separation now. The soul is in a state of union. What happens is the Kundalini rises up very fast in the twin, and anywhere from 8 months to 1 year, 9 months to 1 year, okay, in that time period, his ascension process gets completed. Why? Because on the astral realm, the soul has already become Ardhanarishwar, already become one. And who has done 80% of the ascension work is the divine feminine. Remember one thing, friends, even in the Egyptian myth, in the Egyptian mythology, okay, so we have the story of Osiris, no? Okay, and his wife, I'm not able to get their names. They were twin flames. Okay, so Isis and Osiris. So Isis is the one, she is the goddess who brings Osiris back to life. Okay, because the soul has been fragmented of Osiris, So Isis is the one who puts him back together, brings him back to life. So it's always the divine feminine priestess energy who can do that. So say 80% of the work is already been done in the astral plane and the soul is in the Nareshwar form. Then what happens is the male and female parts are united. So there is only one thing that can happen now. What? Kundalini will continuously rise in the twin, and within 9 to 12 months his all the chakras will get balanced very fast, and they will balance and they will merge inside you. Okay, and he will become the higher self. Okay, so like within the 9 to 12 months he will properly ground his inner feminine energy. So friends, this is why the why the why of the process. Okay, so this is why and how the divine masculine's ascension process happens very fast, completely opposite to the divine feminine's process, which happens very slow. Again, the process in general is controlled by how much karma, how much karmic quota from the collective the twins have taken, what type of karmic templates they have taken on to clear, how much ancestral karma they have taken on to clear, how much quota of collective karma they have taken on to clear. Okay, that one factor you have to calculate. And on a general level, divine feminine's process takes long. It can take 6 years, it can take 10 years, it can take even 15 years. Okay, it just depends on how much karma you have taken on. So but compare 15 years, 20 years of ascension process which the divine feminine does to just 1 year, because the main role of this divine feminine is in the spiritual realm and the main role of the divine masculine is in the physical realm. So what happens is after he awakens, then his and after he completes not awakens after he completes his ascension process. Awakening is when the Kundalini starts to rise, and ascension process completion is when the crown chakra is balanced of the divine masculine. So from the point A of Kundalini rising to just say 9 to 12 months of ascension process completing, from point A to point B is his ascension process. Okay, when he grounds his inner divine feminine, merges with the higher self, becomes the higher self. So that takes around like 1 year. So compare 20 years to 1 year, or compare 15 years to 1 year, or compare 10 years or 12 years to 1 year, or compare like 8 years or 6 years or 5 years to 1 year. Okay, so obviously the divine feminine's ascension process is more Saturnian and more difficult, more challenging, and more time longer. Okay, and consuming more time, whereas the divine masculine's process is ruled by Jupiter and happens very fast. So how can I explain this in a better way is the movie Beauty and the Beast. So you know that in the movie Beauty and the Beast, the beauty actually loves the beast, and then she kisses him and then she says that I love you. So at that moment he transforms. So now it doesn't take him 6 years to transform, it doesn't take him 15 years to transform. Okay, he transforms in a few minutes. So from a beast he turns back into a prince, and the curse is broken. And this storybook was gifted to me by my grandfather, by the way. And this was a beautiful storybook that my grandfather had gifted it to me, and I always these were the stories that always remained with me. They were stuck with me, you know. There were so many other fairy tales, you know, but I read those fairy tales, I enjoyed those fairy tales, but this story of Beauty and the Beast just sank in me, you know, just remained in me, because it is connected to archetypes of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and how these energies manifest in the prison matrix we call the 3D matrix. Okay, so when divine masculine and divine feminine split and enter this prison system, this high top level of hell which we call planet earth, 3D matrix, one turns into beauty and one turns into beast. Okay, so it's the divine feminine who has to create the energetic reconciliation and turn the beast back into the divine masculine. So the main thing that I'm trying to convey to you is, friends, you can trust this thing that I have shared with you. The divine masculine's ascension process is governed by the planet Jupiter and happens very fast, anywhere between 9 months. It can complete in a period of 9 months to 1 year after you have achieved liberation. So like after you have permanently activated your Merkaba and merged your third eye in the crown chakra, after you've done that process, count 9 months from there or count 12 months from there. That's all it takes. But mostly what happens is, after you completed the soul merge, within few months your DM should contact you. The moment his Kundalini starts to rise and he starts to awaken out of the karmic mind control, from that point he can contact you. Okay, from that point he can start to contact you, but that doesn't mean his ascension process is completed. For the ascension process to complete, it happens fast, but it can still take 9 to 12 months. Okay, so friends, if you like this video, please give it a like, share and subscribe to my channel. Put your comments down, and now you are confident enough to trust that the divine masculine's ascension process doesn't take as long as the divine feminine's ascension process. So bye for now, friends.